In an era where email is our main form of communication, it can be hard to stay on top of things. So today, I want to share with you some tips and tricks that I have learned to help me keep my inbox tidy. So let's imagine it's the start of a day, a start of the week, or any day really, and you come in and your inbox is full. Look at mine, 169 and counting. Let's see how Copilot can help us manage this inbox with simple prompts. We don't always have time to go one by one to catch up. And even if we do, there might be some urgent emails in there that need my immediate attention, but there's no way of me knowing without me using Copilot really. So Copilot is fully integrated into all the M365 apps, and here in Outlook, you'll see it on the top right. Click on that icon and this will expand this side panel. And here you can chat directly with Copilot in Outlook. You'll see some prompts, and you also have down here a full library of prompts that you can use to help you in so many ways, really. I encourage you to click in there and explore because sometimes that's the best way of learning. Okay, but for this specific scenario, I have so many emails and I want to see if there's anything urgent that needs my attention. So let's ask Copilot, let's prompt it. I want to say, show me the most urgent emails from today. And you can say from last week, from the last 3 days, it's fully customizable. Okay, so it's thinking, it's going through my emails, and based on the content, the categories, the labels, it determined what the most urgent emails are for me. And now I have a list. This is great. Now I can focus on these emails and then go through the rest of my emails as I have time. And the great part about it is that it has the links here. It references the links, so you can click right into it and it'll take you to the email it's referring to. So here we go. I clicked on one. You can see they're mentioning me, so this is important for me. Okay, perfect. So now let's imagine this is a daily or a very often thing that you have to deal with. A full mailbox, 100 and over emails, but you don't want to deal with this on a daily basis or as often. So what you want to do is try to avoid getting this clutter, right? So now let's try to use Copilot to set up a rule. And you can set up a rule to either receive emails and send them to a specific folder based on the person or a subject, or you can categorize them to identify them faster. So let's do that. I want to create a rule to keep my inbox organized. So let's try this. Copilot, I want you to create an inbox rule to categorize emails from Jade as pink. So we do that, and it'll pop up the rule with already the pre-filled conditions and actions that I'm asking it to do. As you can see, it already saved me a ton of time because I don't have to go look at the settings and try to find where I need to set up this rule. I don't have to take the time to fill out the conditions and actions. It's already pre-filled for me. So essentially, all I have to do is review and accept it. Obviously, you can modify if you need to, but this looks great to me. So I would just click save and it'll categorize those emails as I asked it to do. Perfect. So now we already know how to try to stay on top with prompting it to see the most relevant emails and to try to avoid getting all this clutter by categorizing or by sorting emails to specific folders. Other prompts that I found useful here with chat is instead of saying, show me the most urgent emails from today, I've used, show me the emails related to expenses or any topic that's relevant to you and that you're looking for. Or I've used it to say, show me the emails where I'm mentioned, because usually those need an action from my end. So those are relevant for me. I've also used it to find emails from my manager. I've said, show me the emails from my manager, in this case, Leanne, and it'll show you all that information. So I hope you find these tips useful. Try them in your own time, and you'll see that it'll save you a lot of time. So let's click out of here. And now let's look into summarizing emails. Let's say I'm going through my inbox, I'm still trying to catch up, I'm going one by one, and I run into a longer email. We don't always have the time to read line by line and see everything that is involved in this chain. For these cases, we can use Summary by Copilot. And you can see here at the top, Summary by Copilot. Sometimes it'll just say summarize. You go ahead and click on that. And look at that, in less than a second, it gave me what the most important things for this email chain are. Now I'm up to date, I'm all caught up. I can confidently reply without, missing anything. Or in this case, I know I need to set up a meeting. So let's keep using Copilot. Let's keep leveraging it. So what you can do is from within this email, I can click up here, Schedule with Copilot. And it'll analyze. And based on the content, based on the email, it will pre-fill some of these fields as well. It already created the subject for me. It'll add the attendees based on the people that were on that initial email. And it'll even craft the body of the invitation. And this is really neat because if you see, it's attaching the original email. It crafted an agenda based on that content. And it even summarized the chain of email for the participants. And this is great because now everybody will be on the same page. Again, I saved a lot of time because I don't have to type this out myself. I don't have to try to remember what was in that chain. I can easily just click this and it does it for me. So I'm going to go ahead and click Insert. Great. And now it's here. I can edit it. As always, you can make the changes that you see necessary. And then you send it. And that's that. What do you guys think? Amazing, isn't it? All right. Now let's transition into drafting emails with Copilot. So I want to start a new email. Here we go. And let's say with the holidays approaching, we're planning a celebration for the team. So we're going to call this holiday celebration. Okay, and now there are a couple ways in which you can use Copilot to help you here. Copilot can give you suggestions based on what you already have typed, and it will help you craft an email faster because as you're typing, it'll show you some suggestions and you can just say accept them by hitting tab or decline them by keep typing, or you can fully draft an email from scratch. But let's use the first one. So again, let's say this is for celebration and I already know in my head what I want to write. So I start typing. With the holiday season fast approaching, I am excited, or I'm emailing you, yes, to share that we are planning. See, it knows what I want to say. So to accept that, I hit tab, keep typing. A virtual, yes. Meeting, yes. Christmas celebration. So you see, it gives you suggestion based on what you're typing and the context it has. Obviously, the more you have in there, the better suggestion is going to give you. So that's one way of leveraging Copilot. Another way, if I don't want to fully type this out myself, I can just start from scratch. I can go up here, Copilot, draft with Copilot, and it can use what you had already, or you can give it a whole new prompt. So I have one prepped for you guys. Let's try this. Copilot, let the team know we are planning a virtual Christmas celebration to come together with activities and wrap up the year. So you hit generate. And look at that. In less than 2 seconds, it literally gave us an idea. And this is great, but you can always customize it, personalize it to the way you want to craft it. You can make it longer, shorter, make it sound more formal, direct if that's your style, more casual. I want to make it longer because I love this team and I'm really close to them. So I want to give them as much detail as I can. So this is longer. Great. I like it. If you don't like it, you can ask it to retry and it'll give you a different idea based on, around the same lines. I like it, so I want to keep it. Let's hit keep. Perfect. And just like that, you crafted an email with Copilot. Now you can go ahead and send that. This is again to our wonderful CSM team. Or you can even perfect this email using our coaching by Copilot. So if you click on here, it'll analyze the content you already have, and it'll give you suggestions to try to enhance the tone, the sentiment, or the clarity of the email. So as you can see here for tone, it's telling me maybe you can start with this instead of this, or use phrases like this, or end with this. For sentiment, it's giving me some more options, and for clarity, it's giving me even more options. You can use these, or you can ask it to regenerate, and it'll give you even more options. So the idea is to make it as close as the format as you would like to present, right? So here it gave me more options. I like these better. Consider adding this instead of that. Use phrases like this. Perfect. I want to apply these. So I click apply. Now here it gives me two options. You can either insert it and it'll add it to this body of your email, keeping your original email, or you can replace it. Usually I put insert if I still want to add a few things from my original email that I didn't quite get. But in this case, I like this. I like this better than my original one. So I'm going to hit replace. And there you go. Again, it saved you a lot of time. You don't have to type this out by yourself. You know, sometimes we sort of put obstacles on ourselves because we try to think too hard about what we want to write. This makes it a lot easier. So you save a lot of time and you end up with professional looking emails. And obviously you can customize this to your audience, to the type of event, to anything really that you need it for. So this is great. So now I would just hit send.